Kia ora, Whangarei. A 3-hour bus ride from Auckland takes me to Whangarei in the Town Basin. This harbor is filled with wonderful restaurants, a clock museum with a very unique clock for kids to enjoy. And the most impressive art gallery with a broken tile whimsical design. I have a lovely room waiting, just a 10-minute walk away through Lorry Hall Park. Perfect location for my 4 days on foot in Whangarei. This adventure begins with a nice walk around the harbor and to the Fishhook Bridge. A walk around the Quary Gardens, where we visit a lake formed from the rock quarry and see the botanical gardens. Then it's off to Raumanga Falls before walking to the famous Whangarei Falls. Join me on a walking, hiking tour of Whangarei. The Town Basin is a vibrant harbor area with many sailboats from around the world visiting this wonderful area of New Zealand. The Art Museum is an interesting feature on the promenade and gives a whimsical feeling around the Town Basin. A quick stop at Rayburn House, a 1859 settler home in the Town Basin. Now a gallery and no photos. I find a short dock in the mangroves and get a close look at the harbor. The tide is in and the harbor is full. Continuing on the harbor loop, one finds informational signage about the history of the harbor area, including the huge sculpture, Waka and Wave. From the pedestrian bridge, we can begin to see the famous Te Matua Apohi Fishhook Bridge. Before continuing to the Fishhook Bridge, there is a pocket park with beautiful murals to see. The last few steps to the Fishhook Bridge. Built in 2013, this bridge is inspired by the Maori fishhooks crafted of bone. The bridge provides a grand entrance for those arriving in the Whangarei Town Basin. The loop trail back into the Town Basin is an easy walk through the park and winding trails along the waterfront. Looking at the boats before crossing the bridge into the Town Basin, where the walk began this morning. A wonderful and easy 4.2-kilometer walk to enjoy the harbor. It was a nice walk this morning from the Town Basin to the Quary Gardens. This quarry began operations in 1944. And after its closing, a community group convinced the council in 1997 that a botanical garden was the best option for the old quarry, which had become a dumping ground. The volunteers cleaned the site and created a beautiful botanical garden. check out the old quarry concrete foundations. Two waterfalls supply water to the quarry lake and the stream one walks along exploring the gardens. Enjoy the scenery during this walk.
This is nice and cool. The concrete ruins.
On my way back to town, there is a bushwalk that has a Maori paw site, which is a fortification on a hill, a must-do on the way back to town. The walk is uphill, and I see a few fantail birds along the walk. The site is overgrown now, but the features of a steep hill and deep gap between the lookout and village mound can still be seen if you look around.
And this is the next area of the paw.
The walk down the hill into the village is relaxing. Just past the information center is a trailhead to Rawamunga Falls. Look for the playground and the paved pathway along the creek before entering the bushwalk. Approach the falls at the top and walk out onto the rocks to the falls. There are some great views from here. The walk back along the creek is peaceful. Just a wonderful waterfall day. The path to Whangarei Falls begins at the Town Basin. walking upriver into the hills along the Haida River. This is the Elliott Reserve Track, and the path changes to a boardwalk and lets one wander through the mangroves. It's through a neighborhood before getting to the gravel path through the bush and back along the river. Across a few bridges and time to enjoy the scenery. It's the end of the Elliott Reserve, and I continue up the road to the A.H. Reed Park. A short walk along the river to the wilderness entrance. I check the trail map, and it's across a bridge to the shoe cleaning station. This area is part of the regeneration of natural lands. The path takes one to the treetop canopy walk to see the forest floor from a bird's eye view. There are some large kauri trees along the way. A short detour to see the falls with no name. Awesome idea. Such a beautiful detour. Back on the path that takes one to the swing bridge and across the river. The first glimpse of the Whangarei Waterfall. Don't bump into the tree. If you are not a walker, one can drive to the car park and visit this nice park at the top of the falls and have a wonderful visit. The time in Whangarei hiking around was just wonderful. Back in town on my last day in Whangarei. Thanks for watching Tommy's Holiday.